Good afternoon. I'm coming to share a word with you that God dropped in my spirit. The word is not to alarm you, but simply so that we can all be prepared. It was one word, and He said to me, brace. And as I thought about the word, what brace means is to prepare yourself for shock. Get ready, make reinforcement, organize, plan. There's a lot going on right now, and you can't get comfortable. But something dramatic is getting ready to happen if God said brace. And one of the things that we have to look at is the ecosystem, the changes in the world's water, the water system, and even look at our water supply. So, what I want to ask you to do is to keep water. If you can get bottled water, drink the bottled water. Even here in Maryland, they have been announcing that our water is contaminated. And if you have a compromised immune system, they want you to drink bottled water. So try to observe that. The next thing that God had me to look at was the animal pattern, the food supply, not only man's food supply, but you have to be careful now, especially what we're taking into our bodies, because they're tampering with the earth to make it produce more. They're tampering with the food supply, and they're putting a lot of fillers and things in the meat. And even with the contamination in the water, the fish supply. So we have to look at everything that we're taking in our bodies. Then the Lord reminded me to look at the animals. And if you've noticed, there's been a lot of sighting with bears entering the houses looking for food and other wild animals converging, trying to find food. So we want to look at the water supply, look at our food supply, what we're taking in. The other issue is our health. Uh, Many more diseases are spreading, and they're not sure exactly how to treat them. And sometimes they're giving us medicine, and it may show up maybe years later that they may announce if any of your family members were taking this or that, you're entitled to a lawsuit. Well, God wants us to be very, very watchful. And another thing that I want to mention before I close, there are two other things that I want to mention. The other is the rise in occult and demonic activity. As we're coming up on October and Halloween, there are a lot of other festivities that are going on. A lot of things are going on in the spirit realm, uh, where there's war. But we have to reinforce our faith in God and walk closely to God, because we don't know what is really getting ready to hit. But God said to brace. And I guess I'm going to close there. Thank you so much for listening. God bless.